Then get to him, you! You ain't my type!
Hello everybody, I'm Cocoacosmos, and I've just watched a movie that felt super familiar to me. Gave me a nostalgic feeling. It's like if Thelma and Louise was combined with Friday, which coincidentally was the inspiration. One of them days does in fact feel like one of them days, except everything in this movie was literally her fault. It's the classic opposite best friend trope. One is ambitious, responsible, trustworthy, takes the traditional route for a career. And the other is an artist that's just so quirky. This character grates on me in a way that I would probably fight her myself. Jumping a bit ahead there though, let's talk.
You need a little help with a little bit of cash. We got your cash prize courtesy of payday whenever.
So here's where we meet our first main character, Drew Jones, working up a sweat. She's the manager at the local breakfast spot and is a classic workaholic, but also personable. This is a damn safety hazard and a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I fixed it!
Oh yeah, I went on me a couple of norms. Workers' compensation, here we come. And here comes our time-blind, lactose-intolerant best friend that always has a million excuses as to why she's late. Alyssa. You know the kind. I'm sure you might have one. But luckily...
Because actually you're on time. I got off at 7.
It's crazy how you gotta tell people the wrong time so they come at the right time. I will say this movie isn't like high on my list of 2025 movies so far, but the dynamic between Keke Palmer and SZA is so cute. Drew is aiming for a promotion into the corporate side of things, and Alyssa is doing a practice run of her interview with her. Drew is clearly more than qualified, but she's a little insecure because she hasn't finished her degree yet. Then the rent money comes up in the convo, and Alyssa promises she handled it. No worries. Everything is Gucci.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
They pull up to their apartment complex where they live just to see Fabian has been forcibly removed from his. This is where we learn that the landlord Uche is quite serious about his rent money.
You want to buy my grandma's vintage speaker?
Oh no. I think you should hold on to all your memories.
That's the nicest I ain't got it either I've ever heard. Drew continues on and pops into Mama Ruth's place. She's a lady in the neighborhood that's basically the convenience store. They start gossiping about how there's a new white neighbor moving in and are in disbelief. Then this guy walks in. His name is Maniac. He's alright. I wouldn't be giving him a slow-mo entrance. Everybody can feel the tension immediately.
Can I get the money buns?
Okay, but in his defense, he did say hi before this. Oh, this thing. So after he leaves, we learn that they've known each other since they were kids, and he's a bit of a troublemaker. Dangerous isn't Drew's type, though. Mama Ruth is down. First off, love him. I knew when I seen him this was about to be good. He's so funny and an absolute cutie pie. Secondly, I would be mad too, because you're not about to have me running around with a half a head done. King Lolo got peanut.
Say he looked at him.
Like, wrong?
No, just looked at him.
It's not funny, but it's funny. Physical comedy.
Why he always got some new shoes? With what income?
The question for every sneakerhead. Wait, I love these. Cool. They're both unconfident in their abilities and they live in a death trap. Uche's a slumlord. Oh, it's the TikTok guy. Bro is hella disrespectful though. Got her robe on and all. Keyshawn has overstayed his welcome, just mooching and is drinking straight from the fresh orange juice carton.
Get some rest. And a brush, too.
No! Then we see why he's allowed to be a mooch. Being as YouTube friendly as possible, his eggplant is true to size. It's like he stuck a can of disinfectant down there. Good lord. Alyssa swears she'll handle him. As soon as Drew lays down, someone starts beating on the door like they're ready to make an arrest, but it's just their jerk of a landlord. He's begging for his rent money and threatens to kick them to the curb too if he doesn't get it. This is how we found out how irresponsible Alyssa can be. She's literally painting this man. So Alyssa gave the rent money that Drew gave her to Keyshawn, of all the people, to give to Uche. The eggplant did knock some critical thinking out of her, Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, Keyshawn made his great escape. They tried calling him, but he left his burner phone with them. Yeah, they're screwed. They're gonna try to unlock it though. We gotta see the spectacle of a white woman moving into the hood. Uche done welcomed her with cookies and everything.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bethany, and this is Shooter.
It's so damn awkward. She's trying real hard to make friends. Anywho, the girls take the phone to Jamil so he can break into it, and he starts cracking on Keyshawn real bad. Bro is homosexual for real. So to the surprise of no one, Keyshawn is a cheat. Ew. They go to bust him and they park in a no parking zone. Okay, this was good. The door? Oh my god. So Drew pretends to be Bernice's friend from back in the day while Alyssa breaks into an apartment through her bedroom window. Wallet empty as per usual. Drew blows her cover and this absolute dummy spent the rent money on his t-shirt line. Distraction! They come back to no car, of course, because it was towed. Bernice is about to be on their asses when... Do you know how hard she would have had to hit that door? The girls make their escape while the neighborhood is pointing and laughing at Bernice. They catch their breath and Drew makes a plan, but Alyssa tells her what happened. She suggests that the past is in the past now and they should just make the money. But Drew says they need a plan for that. Can't just wing everything. That's when they see the sign spinner for the payday loan place. This kind homeless man named Lucky tries to warn them of the predatory practices, but they ignore him.
We trust we'll get our money back, one way or another.
Hello?
47! We heard you, ma'am.
Well, walk faster.
This is probably the funniest part of the movie. Drew tries to come up with a spiel to make them seem less broke, but this lady doesn't care about that. Doesn't care that Alyssa is an artist either. Then she hits them with the interest rate.
If you don't have the money this month, you're not gonna have it next month.
Facts, honestly. She runs Drew's credit because at least she has a steady job, and she gets shamed. Horribly so. 122 is crazy though. Alyssa then suggests that they've been living together so long, they're basically common law married. But Miss Ma'am isn't having that either. They get mad and storm out.
I had 15 loans with them. 15!
15 loans is actually insane. Like, why keep getting loans with them? Back to Bernice. She gets Keyshawn to figure out where the girls went. They went to donate blood. Oh, Principal Ava is here too. Everything is calm until the nurse jabs her on. Boy, do I know what that's like, since apparently I have small veins. She used to be a stripper, so don't be too hard on her. Alyssa goes to hang out in the lounge and swipe Tinder, hoping to get a man with money. Drew asks if she gives more blood, will she get paid more? Now, most people know that's not advised to give too much blood, but they've been at the donation center a while. About an hour, actually. Drew is as pale as a ghost. She gave 4 pints. Now, here's where things start getting messy. Literally. If you have a problem with blood, like at all, I would not recommend watching this section of the movie. I'm not even gonna add it in the video because they had no business doing that. It's hilarious if you're not sensitive to it though. To make things worse, it's the nurse's first day! And they get no money because the blood was wasted. They've burned 3 hours so far. The least they can do is go cash in the free apple pie vouchers. Except the inside is closed, so that sucks. Oh, and her crush just pulled up behind them. Then this guy steals their biscuits that they want instead of the pies. He's called the biscuit burglar. Maniac checks on everybody and offers to get the girls something to eat. And they lose all decorum. All over a honey hot sauce.
Let me get some.
Ooh. They doing all this flirting, and Alyssa has a front row seat. Then decides they need a bit of alone time. The hot Cheeto martinis come up for the second time, and Maniac asks, what even are those? It's just a thing the girls used to say when they were kids. Maniac gets a phone call and has to jet. Bernice and, what's his name, go to the donation center to find where the girls went next, and it gets a little weird. Then this axe comes up from under Maniac's seat, and Drew gets a bit spooked. Asks him why they call him Maniac, when he doesn't feel Maniac-like. He just got into trouble as a kid and went to juvie. Drew's phone is ringing off the hook, and when she answers, Lucky is on the phone. He's warning Drew that Alyssa might be in trouble. Bernice follows the lead to Church's, and the drive-thru dude is too funny.
I mean, telling people's business ain't on the menu, but, I guess.
Keyshawn talks Bernice into actually ordering some food. The biscuit burglar strikes again. Well, Bernice said she's about to handle it, and ran him over. And Alyssa is up a telephone pole trying to knock down some shoes. Expensive ones. Potentially King Lolo's. They got the shoes, but at what cost? Heed was not taken at all. But it's fine because they're in an ambulance, right? Now, folks, we gotta remember, this is America.
That's a $2,000 bill.
The EMTs are begging them to lay back down, but absolutely not. Another hour gone. They're about to flip these shoes. We're still mad at Keyshawn, though.
Keyshawn is obsessed with everything but having a home.
Get some of the dirt off, take a pretty picture. Time is getting close. And Drew still has her interview, mind you. They found a buyer, luckily, but bro is the yapper. It's con, though, to get the price lowered. They have the rent money, and that's all that matters. Unfortunately, the interview is in 30 minutes, and she looks like she's one of the baddies in the Porsche. Alyssa hypes her up, but gets too excited showing everyone their band that they just acquired. Drew looks incredibly put together for what they've been through today, even crushes the interview, until a certain someone blows her opportunity. Let me tell you how. Alyssa starts flirting with the fruit man to get a bigger cup, but it doesn't work. Keyshawn texts her yet again, trying to get her location. And guess what she does? She sends him a picture of her with the fruit guy to make Keyshawn jealous, with her location all in the background. Bernice pulls up, as expected. They're causing ruckus. Drew tries her best to pretend that she wasn't associated with the riffraff, but it couldn't be done.
Drew, you hear me?
She jumped in to get her ass whooped too, and to lose the rent money again. On top of that, Drew is definitely not getting that promotion now, which is kind of messed up because, if anything, it shows loyalty and commitment. Now we come across the part of the movie that pisses me off most.
You talked to Keyshawn?
Oh, it wasn't like that. I swear to God, it wasn't like that.
It was most definitely like that.
You and Keyshawn deserve each other because y'all are good for nothing other than fucking up my life.
Deserved.
Here you go trying to deflect. Typical Alyssa. Take some responsibility.
No, you take some responsibility. I know exactly who the fuck I am.
Excuse me, I'm about to get a bit loud and animated. You might want to adjust that volume. What the actual fuck are you talking about? All of this shit is literally your fault. Like, directly your fault. The only thing that was Drew's fault was trusting yo dumb ass. Like, you are Darvoing like a bitch right now. This was you at the beginning of the goddamn movie, you hypocrite.
Okay, and fuck this painting's not even that good. Who cares?
You're a loser dragging Drew down. Like, at least she's taking steps to do what she wants. You're wasting time. Unserious.
He don't love you, he don't like you, and he sure as hell don't respect you. Your life is a fucking joke.
Doubly deserved. She needs a goddamn reality check. Like, what the hell? You're trying to put this fiasco on me? I oughta beat your ass worse. So, King Lolo calls Alyssa and he wants his shoes back, but since they don't have them, he wants his money. $5K. Now they gotta get that money on top of the rent money or its curtains.
Wrong way.
It's a fucking crosswalk.
Then get to him. You ain't my type.
This was actually so funny. Then they do this sad walk of broken friendship or whatever. Honestly, good riddance. When they get back, all of their stuff is on the curb. Uche just knew they weren't gonna have the money and tossed them out. Drew tries to talk some sense into him, but the best he can do is 11:59. Alyssa says some slick shit. I hate her so bad. Here comes Bethany, as oblivious as ever, but accidentally helps. She asks to buy one of Alyssa's paintings. Turns out, she also does brand management and has lots of rich art friends. Drew gets the idea to have an art show to sell the rest of Alyssa's paintings.
Just because one person liked one painting, that doesn't mean anything.
Now look at who needs validation. Also, Bethany's apartment looks way better than theirs. She even has AC. It looks so freshly done. Everyone starts decorating the courtyard. Drew made a flower on Canva and is finally getting her hair right. Things are going incredibly well, and look who showed up. They talk a bit, and Shayla is amazed at what Drew's put together and offers her a spot on the corporate team.
I'm so proud of you. Like, I found y'all was junior crackheads, and now y'all supermodels.
Junior crackheads is insane. Oh, here comes bro. Good thing they got the funds. Poor Bethany didn't even know that getting fucked up was on the table. Now, Alyssa starts talking crazy, talking about keeping the money and hating poverty or whatever. She says she has a plan for the first time ever. I personally wouldn't trust it, but, you know, movie. Drew starts stalling, but Lolo ain't all there, if you know what I'm saying. Alyssa shows back up, and they literally run for their lives, ducking under a car. Just when it seems like they're caught, somebody pulls up on Lolo, and he takes off. They run back to their apartment, and Keyshawn is there.
So this.
A fire hazard. Keyshawn comes with his nonsense and is apparently scared of Bernice. Lolo takes the opportunity to Kool-Aid Man into their apartment. But since it's raggedy, a chunk of the ceiling falls on him and knocks him out. But then he knocks over a candle on the way down. Told you this was a fire hazard? Yeah, they took like no right steps to put this fire out. Alyssa doesn't want the guild and says they should bring King Lolo with them to try to escape. Terrible, but I get it.
I know I got some blame to take too.
No, take none of that blame. Keep it at you meant what you said, but you love her. They're saved! Keyshawn is still begging Alyssa back, but she just repeats what Drew said earlier.
You don't love me. You don't like me. You damn sure don't respect me.
Oh. Yeah, this deserved the slow-mo. So it turns out the payday loan people caught King Lolo thanks to Alyssa. If anything, this just proves Drew was still right at the end of the day. Maniac comes to check on Drew and friend, but mostly Drew. Maniac is just a firefighter, so that explains the axe and everything. They over here thinking he's a thug and whatnot. Uche is cooked. After all the flirting, Mama Ruth comes to check on the girls and offers a room at her place. And now the girls finally get their hot Cheeto martinis. Alyssa is an established artist, Drew is getting her promotion and her man, and their new landlord fixed up their apartment real nice. Happy ending. My head hurts. Never in my days would I keep someone like Alyssa. Like, she insults the name Alyssa, honestly. She makes the creative spiritual girlies look bad, and it sucks. She's either a lazy narcissist or lazy and dumb. It has to be one of those. You can't just chalk up all this nonsense to just simple mistakes. Every move she made was intentional, with no regard for Drew at all. Meanwhile, Drew is working hard to build a life for both of them, honestly, because Alyssa doesn't sell her work, but paints all day. Doesn't even try. But Drew's asshole? Absolutely not. She never matured from when they were kids, I guarantee it. Talking about the movie itself though, it was pretty okay. Not amazing, not terrible. Kiki and SZA's acting was phenomenal. The jokes landed for me. I wouldn't have put that blood scene in there, but it was pretty funny. But what do y'all think? Are you a Drew or an Alyssa? Let me know in the comments below. Cocoa Cosmos out.